Hello, my name's Gabriel and I have what they call schizophrenia. Today's video is about why you should never give up. So, I've been through a lot when it comes to schizophrenia and psychoses and all of that. And, there's times where I came close to giving up. But at the end of the day, you have to remember that you can always come back. Sorry, my cat. You got to remember, you can always come back from a psychosis. You're never too far gone, and it's important to remember that. So I've been through a few psychoses in my life. If you don't already know, I went through a psychosis in 2015, and I also went through a psychosis in 2020. And the psychosis in 2015 was kind of like a paranormal psychosis where I was recording things on Audacity and amplifying it. I was amplifying it by 100% so I could hear things that the regular ear couldn't hear. And voices were coming through. And the voices told me that I was in danger. And I believed the voices, but when I when I stopped recording, the voices stayed. So first I heard the voices at first from the recordings, but when I stopped recording, I was up for like 48 hours. By the time I stopped recording, I was still hearing voices, but they weren't in the recording anymore. They were in my head. And this was really concerning. And I ended up going to sleep and waking up to the police. And they brought me to the hospital where I spent 9.5 weeks. And I was in denial. I didn't think I had schizophrenia for years after this. And I was in denial. And I thought that I didn't have schizophrenia. So I was skipping meds and all that, but I ended up recovering. But then in 2020, I still didn't believe I had schizophrenia, and I weaned myself off the meds. And when I got to 50 milligrams, I cut it off cold turkey. And within weeks, I was in psychosis, and I thought angels and demons were talking to me, and archangels. And you already know my name's Gabriel, so this made it a lot worse because Gabriel in biblical terms is an archangel, and this made me feel like I was connected to spirits, and this caused my second psychosis. But then in August of 2020, I realized, hold up, I think I do have schizophrenia, because I was watching a YouTube video on YouTube about schizophrenia, and that's where I finally accepted it and started to take the steps to get better. And I've since recovered, and I feel pretty good. I hardly ever hallucinate now because I've recovered. And I know you can recover too, but yeah. Christmas is coming. The new year, 2025, it's going to be a good year. I just want to make sure everyone has a good Christmas. And yeah, this channel is almost monetized. I'm reaching that point in the channel where I qualify for monetization, which is awesome. It'll help me invest more into certain equipment for making YouTube videos, like cameras or a decent computer. So I'm looking forward to that, and it's been a really good year for the channel. I hope you all have a great Christmas, and just remember, it's never too late to come back from a psychosis. Some of the things that scared me in psychosis were the idea that I would never be back to normal. That scared me a lot. But there's people out there that hear voices every day and they still function. So just because you're hearing voices, it doesn't mean that you're doomed. There's people out there that function with hallucinations, and you can function, even if your voices don't go away, you can still function and live a decent life. So just know that you're not alone. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you soon. Merry Christmas. My name's Gabriel, and I have what they call schizophrenia.